A big turn to the dovish side yesterday by the Fed has markets waking up this morning to the big question. Did the Fed pause yesterday in its rate hike cycle, or did it end it? The two-year note, Joe mentioned it earlier, trading as if it's a hard stop. 250. Yields fell sharply. You can see that big cliff there. It looks like El Capitan in Yosemite, as the Fed's statement was more dovish than expected. To the 250 now, the Fed funds rate's 240. So 10 basis points higher over the next 2 years, it should average, according to the current yield on the 2-year. The Fed, in its policy statement, kept rates unchanged, said it would be patient in considering further rate hikes, and removed from its statement language that telegraphed further rate increases, giving the doves everything they want, maybe some things they didn't even ask for. Fed funds futures also reflecting the idea of a stop. Here's where it looked January 2020 Fed funds. Just be careful with this because this will change a lot by the second or the minute. But here's a moment in time where you can see the preponderance is for no change, but the second choice there is for a cut in the next year, definitively not for a hike. Economists, though, not so sure. Many reduced their outlook for rate hikes this year from 2 to 1, but still believe the Fed could yet hike this year. Here's some of the commentary that I'm reading. Barclays says a strong signal the Fed sees the interest rate cycle as complete. Our main concern is that hyper-data dependence means a reactive Fed whipsawed by market movements and absent clear direction. Had a lot of that kind of commentary yesterday. Deutsche Bank writes, our baseline outlook still expects the cross currents that Chair Powell highlighted to dissipate, the labor market to tighten further, and inflation to pick up modestly, which together should allow for additional tightening this cycle. Well, that's what they say. And as for Fed Chairman Jerome Powell, he says it's going to depend on the data. So here we go, Becky. We're going to be watching all of this stuff, every movement here to see, are we done or are we just taking a pause here?